Hey guys, it's Bessa. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have another collab video for you with the Geeks and Beauties community on Facebook. I will have the link to that group down below in the description box, and also the links to all of the other lovely ladies in the group that are participating in this tag, which happens to be the decade you were born with, makeup-wise, and I'm an 80s baby, early 80s baby, but I want to apologize for the video being a little bit dark. I have no light today and it's really gloomy and rainy outside. Can't do anything about it, so that's what you get. I'll try to get some lit photos and put them in so it's a little better to see, but we just have to kind of deal with it for now. So if you want to see how I created this 80s look, just keep watching. First, I'm taking my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk just to kind of give myself a base where the eyeshadow is going to be so it is a little bit brighter when the color is on. And I just put that on both lids and pat it down. Now, I don't use a primer. This kind of works as one for me, but if you're someone that creases, you might want to use a primer. Now for a bunch of these colors, I am using the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow palette in Poster Child, and I'm taking the teal color and putting that all over the lid of my eyes. And then I'm just taking this purple from this Clean Color palette that I have. I don't think it has a name. 36101 is the number on it. But I'm putting that on the outside crease corners and kind of blending it in to the inside of the lid a little bit. And then I'm going back to the Wet n Wild palette and using the Brow Bone pink color and using it on the inner portion just above the eyelid. And then I'm taking the yellow in that same palette and I'm using a little sponge just so there's more color and putting that just above where the pink, sort of where you would contour your nose if you were trying to get it thinner. And I found out that it didn't really give me as much color as I wanted, so I went and used the Milani Runway Eyes palette in Primary, and I used the yellow baked shadow that was in that palette and went over the same portion. And then I took the orange from that same Milani palette and went over that area again, and then I just kind of blended those three together. And then I went back to the Wet n Wild palette and used the eyelid pink color and put that just over the crease of my eyes and blended that into the shadows that were already in place. Here's what it looks like so far. Now I go back to the Clean Color palette where I'm using a purple and using that on my under eye, and in that same palette there is a navy color and I am just putting that over and blending the two together and out into the crease. And then I'm just kind of smudging it with another brush to define a little bit more. And I ended up adding a little bit of both the purple and the navy at this point, just to make it a little bit darker on the corners, because I don't end up using liner with this look. And just more blending. Blend, blend, blend. And then I am going in with another in color 5 eyeshadow palette, 36103, and I'm using the lightest shade in there, which is like, it's a white slash light green with a shimmer, and I'm using that on the inner corners of my eyes as well as for my brow bone. And then on my waterline, I'm using the Sephora Waterproof Contour Eye Pencil 12-Hour Wear in Blonde Ambition. And this is going to brighten up the eye just a little bit, and it also gives the look a little bit of a shimmer. And then I am lightly concealing my under eyes with the NYX HD Concealer in Porcelain, and I'm just putting the lightest amount there and patting it in before going in with my Besame Translucent Brightening Vanilla Rose Powder. And I've been using this a lot under my under eyes and like the bridge area of my nose because it is kind of like a lavender translucent powder, so it also gives a little bit of brightening to your face. And then I'm using my Cheek Parade palette and going in with Hula Light to contour. And in the same palette, I am going in with the California Blush and using that kind of on, not quite on the apples, but on the middle portion of my cheeks and brushing it back into the temples. And instead of using a normal contour or bronzer, I am using the blush and kind of spreading that into those same areas. For my lips, I am just outlining and pre-filling with a clean color pink. And this lovely pink color is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in Barely There. It is a matte. And like I said, I'm not using any liner for this look, but I do put on mascara. And I am using the Milk Makeup Ubame mascara. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But I use this for both the top and the bottom lashes. For some reason I find that I like using this as a bottom lash mascara more than my Clinique, which is the only one that I use normally. I thought about using falsies for this, but I still have not got back into using them. For those of you who don't know, I was paralyzed on the left side of my face for a couple of months last year, so I didn't wear makeup for the longest time, especially eye makeup, and so I'm just kind of slowly getting back into even using mascara on a normal basis. So I don't see myself using falsies anytime soon, but if you really wanted to make your eyes pop with this, you could do that as well. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, check out the other ladies below in the description box. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next video. Bye!